Hey everybody, I am back again with another toy review, and yes, surprise, surprise, it is another Jakks-specific action figure. I know I've been doing tons of these lately, but I do love what they're doing. So, this one is a Sonic the Hedgehog figure by the name of Vector. He is part of Team Chaotix, and we recently saw Espio released as well, and I will show him in this video next to Vector. Charmy is also released, but I will be reviewing him later, so you can see the three of them together. And he is a mini figure, but he fits well because he's supposed to be little, and so them releasing him in the smaller line works out very well. But anyways, that's not who we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about Vector, and he comes with a ring with a 10 on it. Not the most exciting accessory. Not sure really what his accessory could be, but anyways, moving on. Also in this wave is Ray, who is the new figure from this wave. I reviewed him already yesterday. A new classic Sonic with a different facial expression. It's kind of just a repaint, honestly. There's nothing really too different about that figure. And a re-release of Amy, who is a big seller, and it's a good idea that they re-released her so soon, because she just flies off the shelves, and so a lot of people weren't able to find her. Anyways, I'm gonna take Vector out, and we're gonna check him out. All of this craziness out of here. He looks fantastic, I have to say. I want to also give a shout out to my good friend Tech and Collect. He helped me acquire both this figure and Ray, who I reviewed in my last video. I was having a lot of trouble finding these guys. Ring out of here. Look at that. So here's the little ring with the 10 on it. It has a little peg hole at the bottom. I think, and these are not a sticker. They're actually painted on, so that's cool. Most companies probably would have cheaped out and done a sticker on there, but I'm not sure how many of those we've gotten so far. I'm looking up on my shelf here, my Sonic shelf, and I really don't see any more. Oh wait, no, I do. Shadow came with one as well, so yeah, we've received this before with a figure. That's a lot of noise, sorry folks. So I have to say, even if you don't, again, and I said this about Egg Robo, even if you don't, and even Espio also, if you don't really like Sonic, these characters are just really cool looking, you know what I mean? I mean, they're really, really cool designs. They're really interesting, and you really almost wouldn't think about it, but they do kind of lend themselves pretty well to action figure form. The other thing that kind of sucks is with him being like a alligator or crocodile, whatever he may be, his tail pattern here, when you turn the tail, it tends to go off there. So there's that. But he does have really nice articulation. Let's see. I wasn't sure. I was like getting this sticker stuck to me. Let's see. I wasn't sure looking at him in the packaging if his chain around him was separate pieces. It looks, yeah, it's all one solid piece. I do appreciate the fact that they have it open all the way around, though, because again, certain companies who will remain nameless would have just left these filled in. So it's a nice touch that they did that. And then he has, I mean, it is a separate piece of plastic, by the way. I think I'm trying to see if it's plugged in somewhere. Yeah, so it's plugged in here on this side, and I'm assuming, yeah, it's plugged in here, like right above the shoulder area. And then he's wearing headphones, and that is a separate piece of plastic plugged into the head. Let's see, the head does not move, I don't think. Oh no, I'm wrong, I take it back. Yep, good job, Jakks, good job. The head does move. Very nice. That's pretty well hidden under there. You can see the cut now. I almost did not realize it was there. Because I'm so happy that he has a movable jaw, and that's a fantastic move too, Jakks. Good job. Love when figures have movable mouths, and the plastic on the mouth is actually pretty soft, so you can make them all crazy if you want. Put it back up. Let's see, eye paint's really good. Not too much painted on him, really. That's a lie, I take it back. There's actually quite a bit. So the body is all, you know, using the same green plastic, but they've painted a lot on him. And they're continuing with something I really love that they're doing. They didn't do it all the way down. The tail is one piece of plastic, and they just painted these pieces here, but the like fins or spikes, whatever you want to call them, on his back, or scales or whatever, these ones here, these are all sticking up through the body. They are separate pieces of plastic, or maybe one large piece of plastic underneath here. But it looks fantastic. It really makes the figures pop when they do that. I love when Jakks does that, and I hope other companies take notice, because, you know, it's saving on paint and stuff too. It just really makes the figure stand out. So anyways, it appears that the upper part of the arm here is cast in a black plastic, so they didn't have to paint the shoulder joint, which is a ball joint, by the way. It's very nice and rotates very well. So they painted the color of the lower half of his arm, which this is cast in this color of plastic, and they matched it so well with the paint. Then he has a elbow articulation and a rotation, which is pegged in to this upper part of the arm. Then he has, let's see, these like bracelets on, or cuffs, whatever you want to call them, because they do have buckles on them. That is a separate piece of plastic that is attached to this arm area here, but it does not rotate. So, but then you have his gloves, which are a large piece of softer plastic that is plugged into here, and it rotates all the way around. It's very nice. It's pretty tight though. It's good. And he can hold a coin very well in that hand, or whatever you want him to hold. I mean, he's got a good grip. I don't know what all he could hold. Could hold this. Got a bunch of Sonic accessories hanging about here. So that's that. That's that arm. The other arm, same exact situation. Fantastic shoulder rotation, and it's nice and tight. It's not loose and flimsy. I mean, he's a little wobbly, but not too bad. Good, nice tight joint on the elbow, and then you can rotate that all the way around. Same thing with what we've got here, with the cuff on the wrist, does not move. Hand's a little floppy on this side, I gotta admit, but it's plugged in very well, so it's not gonna fall out or anything. And again, it's the softer type of plastic. This hand's like real big and open. I don't know really what he could hold in this. This kind of looks like a enemy grabbing hand, like he could almost palm somebody. Let's see what he could palm here. This little crab meat here. I don't know if he can even do that. Yeah, look, there we go. See, and then you can smash them. There you go. So there's that. So that is the upper half of this figure. He does not have any ab crunch or cuts or anything like that, and it makes sense with the way the figure is built. But then he has, like I said, the tail joint at the bottom, and then he has a joint here, but you can rotate the legs all the way around there. It had to be very tricky leg articulation for Jakks to figure out what the way this character's body is built. So then you have the feet here. They are also painted very well. Very impressed with how this figure came out. Now, I'm not sure. I'd say let's try to give it a little wiggle here. Yeah, there we go. So, like all of the other Jakks figures, Vector is with a peg leg there, and it pops in to the hole on the shoe. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get this sucker back in here. Bear with me. Usually pretty easy to get back in. This one maybe a little bit tougher, considering how thin the leg is and big the joint is. My God, I'm afraid I'm gonna end up breaking them. This type of thing is usually, oh, there we go, I got him. Okay. Woo-woo. And then, you know, it being that way, you can move the feet around and around, sound to sound. Mr. Vector, he is fantastic. Very cool figure, Jakks. Very great. I'm going to show you him with Espio now. Espio 500 for your summertime fun. There they are, man. Look how cool they look. Team Chaotix is almost complete now. Very cool. Loving it. Very cool. Loving it. Loving it. Great stuff. All right. Well, that is about it for this review, folks. Until next time, I'll see you later.